Are you looking for the best free online strategy for building a huge business from the comfort of your home? Well, hang in there because that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today on this video chat. Hey there, Isai Rodriguez coming at you with more tips, tricks, and advice so that you can get the most out of your network marketing business. So as you're hopping on, if you could, as I always do, as I always ask, please give me a thumbs up. Give me some hearts, show me some love, drop in the comments where it is that you're tuning in from on this beautiful blue planet. Hopefully you're all doing well. I have a pretty good training for you today, a little training session that I put together. Why is the lighting off? I don't want to get too close to the camera. But yeah, we're having... Oh, I think it's the clouds outside. Anyway, what is the best free online strategy for building your business online? Like, I kind of came across this whole strategy, I guess by chance almost. And I basically jumped right in and, I just started working with it. I started building, I started learning the system, learning how it worked. And I'm telling you, it is working amazing. So what exactly am I talking about here? One of the key tools in building your team or building your business are like social media groups. In this case, in my case, I should say, Facebook groups. However, these strategies, this is what I'm going to talk to you about, this concept can essentially be tweaked and tuned for Instagram or, for whatever other social media platform that you're on, that you choose, assuming that they have groups. I know LinkedIn has groups, Instagram, Facebook, obviously. But so let's get right into what exactly are we talking about with these groups? So there's a strategy called the ATM strategy, and that stands for add, tag, and message. Hold on, I just realized I didn't adjust my. Sorry about that. Okay. So what are we talking about here as far as the, about groups, and what is it about groups that will ultimately help you build a business so large, that you essentially can retire from your day job, fire your boss, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish with this business. This strategy will no doubt help you get to that, to that point, to that level. Gabby, how are you? Nice to see you again. Thanks for dropping in. So with groups, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of things that you can do with, with social media groups. One of the key components of like any, especially our business is creating or having that social proof, because you can always, you can instruct, you can tell people what, the greatness of your business, what your product does and all that stuff. But a lot of times what's going to sell your prospect is that third party validation. It's going to be those people that have tried your business, have tried your product, and they're essentially raving fans. You know what I mean? So that social proof can easily be, portrayed in a group. Like if you're in a group and you have all these stories in that group and you're pointing people, like you're pointing your prospects to these different stories and they're seeing all of this, that's essentially what's going to sell your product and opportunity. Also, in these groups, it's very easy to build excitement. We all know another key component for, any for selling or moving your business forward is this whole, is having some sort of excitement, behind what it is that you're selling, what it is that you're promoting. And within a group, you can very easily, achieve that. Also, within this, again, within the confines of the group, you create or you essentially give a sample of what your business, of what your team is all about. So that team atmosphere, that team camaraderie, that team, like the way you guys connect, the way you, that the whole, what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm drawing a blank, but the whole feel, the whole vibe of your team, that can easily be portrayed in a group, essentially. So like if you have other team members on there, sharing stories and commenting and posting updates, their energy, their positivity is gonna come through in those messages. So let's kind of break down what this whole ATM strategy is and how you can use it to build your business. So ATM is nothing more than an abbreviation for the words add, tag, and message. ATM. Now, what is it? Like, what are these words? Like, what does it mean in your group? So as you're obviously, there's there's active prospecting, there's passive marketing, and this whole ATM strategy kind of fits perfectly with both strategies. So if you're actively prospecting, if you're actively going out there and starting these conversations and building rapport and building the relationship, you can take these these people that you find through your interaction that may possibly benefit from your product or your opportunity. You can easily invite them into your group. That's when you add them. You find out if they're open, you add them to your group, you tag them to a video presentation or some other resource in the group that you want them to see. And then you message them. You circle back around and you message them, maybe the following day, maybe the day after that, depending on when they actually can and do see what it is that you want them to see. Then you circle back around and you follow up with them. That's where the M comes in, the message. You come back around and you message, you message them like, hey, I dropped in this group, and I usually send them a little screen cap of the group so that they see like, hey, this is the group that I added you to, and then let them know like I tagged you on a video, and then I'll circle back around and follow up with you tomorrow or whenever whatever you've decided or whatever you have like, what's the word I'm looking for? Whenever you coordinate with your prospect, like if you go back and forth like, hey, when can you watch the video? When do you feel like you can watch the video? Then whenever they say, tomorrow, tonight, then like you respond, obviously, hey, I tagged you, you said you would watch it tonight. I'll circle back around with you tomorrow and see, how you how you enjoyed the video. And this whole process is like, the beauty of this process is that it's so simple to duplicate. Like, can you easily show someone how to add someone to a group, tag them, tag that person, and then message them? Chances are they're already doing that. They probably not doing it within a group, but it's pretty straightforward and it's simple to to duplicate. So within that, again, within this whole strategy of like active prospecting and marketing, you can easily have this ATM group and steer your prospects to this group. Like, so if you're marketing more, if you're putting out posts and people are commenting on your stuff and they're curious, they want to know more, then you can easily reach out to them and say, hey, I have, that's a great question. Thanks for reaching out to me. I have this resource in a group that'll explain exactly what you're looking for, or something to that effect. You know what I mean? So you can see how you can have these resources in a group. You know what I mean? And then as you're marketing or prospecting, you can drop these people into the group, let them view the content that it is that you want them to view, and then circle back around with them and follow up with them. It's easy peasy. So what exactly? So I know a lot of people have asked me in the past, like, okay, if I'm marketing, like when do I reach out to someone, and like when do I provide that? Like when do I talk about my business? Because a lot of times one of the key things about like this whole marketing thing is that you don't want to name your business by name. You don't want to name your products by name. But then the question is, well, then when do I talk about my business? When do I mention my product? And that, when you're marketing and if you're doing it properly, you're not mentioning the name of your business, the name of your company, the name of your product in this ATM. Once you know that they're interested and they're reaching out to you, whether that's through prospecting again or through your marketing, then at that point in this group, it's basically all out. Like that is where you drop the bomb. That's where you basically explain everything exactly, Gabby. Keep them curious. Keep them wanting more. Let them come to you if you're not actively going to them. And even when you are actively going to them, don't just drop out what it is what company you're working with. Don't just blurt out what, product you're working with. Leave them wanting more. Give them just enough so that they're asking you, like, what is it that you do? Like, what's this product? What are you talking about? And then as once that curiosity builds, then that's when you take them. Well, yeah, hey, I got this awesome resource. It's in this group. Let me add you, let me add you to the group. Let me tag you on the video, and then I'll circle back around with you. And then, as I mentioned before, be the professional and follow up. Do what it is that you said you're going to do. When you say you're going to follow up, and follow up. So this strategy of like marketing and prospecting, it just, having that group just works beautifully. It fits in right into whichever, avenue you're working. And it's easy to duplicate. And once you get enough people in that group, once you have enough team members to essentially build with you in that group, that's when it becomes even simpler, because you don't have to do all the work. You have, like, say you have 5 people working with you, like you're all, you can even coordinate this, like who's dropping value on what day, who's handling this on that day. And you build this little community, and everybody's just kind of interacting, having that, that social proof going on. And again, that's essentially what sells the product, is that human touch within the group. And one of the things that made network marketing so successful back in the days before the internet, before Facebook, before landing pages, before all of this marketing was involved, like one of the biggest selling points, or one of the things that old school marketers would do, was to get as many people, prospects and promoters, and essentially get them in one room. They call them hotel parties or hotel meetings, or even like the home parties, or the home meetings. So this strategy, this ATM strategy with a group, you can think of it like, so that you wrap your head around it a little better. You could think of it as like an online party. But the beauty of this is that it's going on 24/7. Like when you're at work, when you're sleeping, when you're, you can have people all over the world still in this group checking stuff out when it is, when they're available to check it out. And that's just right there building this social proof, working on its own. How awesome is that? Thanks for that thumbs up. I really appreciate that. So that's when I heard that, when I kind of wrapped my head around that, and I thought like, wow, that makes so much sense. Like I was like, I need to get into this. I need to figure this out. Where do I go? So the ATM strategy right now, that's the tool that I'm using to build my business. If you want more information on this, reach out to me. I can get you tons of information, more specific information on this whole strategy and how you can implement it in your business and get it started, so that you and your team can explode exponentially. And that's what we're here for, right? That's what we're here for. So hopefully we can exchange some value. I'm hoping, I can learn some things from you, and I hope, I can give you something in return, and that we, at the end of the day, hopefully we both grow together. If you're looking for more advanced attraction marketing formula type strategies, building capture pages, generating leads, driving traffic to your blog, things of that nature, then reach out to me. I have the best resource for you called the Attraction Marketing Formula ebook, written by my friend and mentor, Fernie Ceballos, where he will essentially break down all the components of a successful online business. So, sorry. And what was I going to say? Until the next video, take care now. Bye.